Well, welcome to the No Drama Zone, Randy's No Drama Zone. Fitness for life, fitness beyond 65, and I am 66 years old. And today is also for the ladies. One workout, one post, fitness for life, and fitness for the ladies. And it's a leg day, my favorite. Not exactly. But that said, you got to do legs in order to, have a well-rounded routine. And perhaps I known that earlier on in life, because here's the truth: I worked upper body for decades, right? Got up to a 340-pound bench in my mid to late 30s, which is probably where I hit my peak as far as strength goes. But I didn't really start truly getting into the overall doing it right thing until about, well, a little over 5 years ago. I had my first no kidding leg day at the age of 61. And I haven't missed since. It's been 5 years of consistency, and my legs still aren't where I'd like them to be, but they're not too bad. But I thought I'd throw that out there. A little tip that it's never too late. I didn't really start working legs, until I was 61, 5 years ago. Now, that said, I did so Monday, Wednesday, Fridays back in the day, like many, many moons ago. I would work upper body Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Tuesday and Thursday, I would do 30 minutes to an hour on the Stairmaster or the elliptical or whatever, and get in a little leg cardio. I thought that was good enough, which is probably why I didn't have total chicken legs. But I rarely ever lifted any kind of weight with my legs. I mean, yeah, once in a while I'd go over and get on the machine and do a few leg presses just to say I did it. Never really did any squats. Certainly didn't do any Bulgarian split squats, which I'm not sure if we'll do those today or not. I don't know if those are on my agenda or not. But anyway, I wanted to put that out there. Just, people are like, oh, it's too late. No, it's not. It's not too late till the fat lady sings, okay? Get your butt in gear. Anyway, that said, today I've got a bunch of things, chicken scratches written down here about what to do today. So this is going to be, like I said, it's my normal workout, but it's also for the ladies. So ladies that are doing this, I'm going to be doing 3 sets of everything, and I'm not doing I'm not going to do drop sets today. We're just going to do straight through 3 sets of 10 to 12. I'll decide as I go of various leg workouts, okay? Ladies, the ones that are, just getting started with this, I'm going to give you the option. You can either try to keep up and do all 3 sets or just do 2 and then, watch as we finish the 3rd set or something like that, or do the 1st and 3rd and skip the middle, or do the 2nd and 3rd, but do at least 2. So we're going to be doing some sumo squats. We're going to do some wide leg deadlifts. I know we just did those the other day. We're going to do them again. Good for your hamstrings and your abductors to some bit. We're going to do we're going to do both bridges and hip thrusts. I'll bring the bench over, or a chair or something. Just need something to put your feet up on or to rest your back on to do these. I'll demonstrate both. We're going to do some front-loaded narrow squats. We're going to do some step-ups, and I'll give you a couple options on those, whether it's a full step-up or a partial step-up. Do some single leg deadlifts, and then I'm still on the fence on whether or not we'll do either reverse lunges, or not. And then we're gonna grab a power loop and put it around above our knee, and we're just gonna do a power loop, some burnout moves. And that'll be that. So let's go ahead and get started here now. I'm going to give you two options on this one. We're going to do sumo squats, and you can either do a hanging sumo squat or you can do a goblet, whatever you prefer. And for me, I'm just going to grab a 30-pound dumbbell because this will get started. And but before we do, let's I keep forgetting to do this with you guys, but you know, just do some hip openers, kind of get your hips going. I mean, Lord knows I need these. My hips are. That's why I'm doing trying to do my inversion table 2 to 3 times a day now. It really helps with my hips a lot. Just some hip openers. Do some torso rotations. Just kind of get loosened up, get the blood flowing. Get your legs slightly outside your shoulders and just stretch down, try to touch the floor. Stretch out the hamstrings. And then reach over to the left and kind of grab your ankle or your feet or your toes, whatever you can do. Me, it's my ankle. Come over to the right. Stretch that one out. Oh, that actually feels so good. Oh. I'm going to come up, roll it up. Now do some alternating toe taps. Opposite hand, opposite foot. You know, don't kick too hard, just kind of sort of gentle. You don't want to tear a muscle right out of the gate. Ooh, yeah, that would be bad. Having a torn quad and a torn calf, that's no fun. And not to mention the torn cartilage in my knee and all the torn ligaments in my ankle, and yeah, all of my right leg too. I've never done anything to my left leg. Knock on wood, huh? Okay, let's go ahead and get started. I'm gonna, like I said, you can either do a goblet style like this, or you can do a hanging. Just if you can touch the dumbbell to the floor, good job. I can't get that low. So let's begin. Ready? Go. 1, 2, we're going to 12. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. Just like that, first set of the first exercise is done. We're going to do these in blocks. Okay, I'm going to stay with the same dumbbell, and we're going to call this what they call a wide leg or a sumo leg deadlift. So you're back in a sumo type position, knees just very slightly bent, and you just butt out, feel it activate your hamstrings, come down about mid shin length or so, and then come up, squeezing your glutes, squeezing your core like that, okay? 12 reps, ready, go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right, shake it out. Shake it out. All right, now back to the sumo squats. So I did a hanging one. The second set, I'll do a goblet. It's the same effect. It's just kind of showing you the difference. Okay, 12 reps. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Ooh. Starting to feel it. And just because I'm a glutton for punishment, I'm grabbing a 60 here. I'm going to do the wide leg deadlifts. Okay, ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Whew. Set that down. Set that down. Shake it out. Get a drink of water. Adjust this just a little. Okay. I don't know about you, but I'm feeling it in my legs. Okay. Last set. Now, because I'm still being a glutton, instead of doing a hanging or a goblet with a 30-pound dumbbell, I'm going to do a hanging sumo squat with the 60. I may regret this. Okay, 12 reps. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4. Squeeze that butt. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. Now for the last set here of this block, I'm going to split the difference a little, going with a 40. Okay. Wide leg deadlift. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Very good. First block is done. Ooh, shake it out. Get a drink of water. Okay, so we're going to do, it's 2 exercises only because we're going to, now you can use a chair for this. Something you can rest your back on, and we're going to do bridges and then hip thrusts. All right. You need to get this into a position where you can see what I'm doing. Move it just slightly this way, there. Okay, so you just need, I would say, just one relatively heavy dumbbell. You don't gotta get too crazy, because the whole idea in this is just really squeezing your buttocks. These are for your buttocks. So, and you can do body weight too, okay? Matter of fact, I'll do the first set body weight, just so those of you that are gonna do body weight only, you absolutely can. Just make sure you're really focusing on squeezing your butt when you do these. But basically, you come down till about your shoulder blades, just about in a position like this, and you're going to start butt down. You know, you can fold your hands or whatever across your midsection, and just you're going to thrust up, squeezing the butt, flexing your quads. Okay, flex your quads, squeeze your butt. Right? Ready? Let's go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. And just come on down. Let yourself down easy. And then turn around. And I'm going to do this one body weight also. And then I'll add a dumbbell for the next 2 sets. But here, you want to put your heels kind of in the middle of the bench. And we're going to come out a little bit. Want a little bit of an angle, like no more than 45 degrees, but or no less than 45 degrees in this case. And again, you can just, you know, fold your hands across your midsection. And this one you want to concentrate on really pushing down with your heels while coming up and squeezing your butt and flexing your quads, okay? Also sucking your core. Every exercise you should be engaging your core, sucking it in. It really helps, well, one, it helps stabilize the movement, and it helps develop your core. So here we go, ready? Begin. Come up, squeezing the butt, flex your quads, and feel it in your hamstrings, and come down. There's 1. Don't put your butt all the way on the ground. Just before your butt hits the ground, come up. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. All right. You should have felt that in your hamstrings and your buttocks and your butt. Okay, so now I'm just going to add a dumbbell. I'm not going to go real heavy. I'm just going to grab a 30. One, just ease of movement. And really, truthfully, body weight with these works just fine. Don't let anybody tell you otherwise. Now, the bigger you want your butt, of course, the more you're going to have to really add the weight to grow those butt muscles. But so you want to get, again, now instead of folding your hands across your midsection, just rest your hands on your dumbbell. And just like before, here we go. Ready? Go. 1, really squeeze that rear end. 2, 3, flex those quads. 4, suck in that core. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Come on down gently to the floor. I'm going to get turned around. I'm going to stay with the 30-pound dumbbell for the bridges. Same movement, only with a dumbbell. Just to add a little resistance, okay? So, get your dumbbell up across your hips. Just rest your hands on the dumbbell. Again, focus on squeezing your glutes, your hamstrings, your quads, and sucking in that core. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Ooh. All right. I felt that. I felt that. So I'm going to get in position for this third set. Here we go. Get myself down here again. See if I can grab the dumbbell and bring it up. Okay, there we go. For me, going down with the dumbbell is kind of hard. I don't like doing that. Okay, here we go. Last set of these. Ready, begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Come down gently. Get turned around for bridges. All right. Remember on these, really focus on pushing through your heels. You really want to push through your heels and squeeze that butt, quads, hamstrings, and core. Okay. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Ooh, that was a good one. All right. Second block is done. Good job. Shake it out. Get a drink of water. Okay, so these next two exercises are going to be a front-loaded narrow squat. Your feet are going to be right up under your hips. Cradle a dumbbell or weight, or even do these body weight, and come down and up. Okay, that's a front-loaded narrow squat. So whatever dumbbell, I don't care if it's 2 pounds, 5 pounds, 50 pounds, whatever you think you want to do to challenge yourself. All right. Next one is a step up. Right. And because I'm going to be we're going to do 6 on each side. Okay, so be thus. Okay, that's just a step up. You're going to do left leg, right leg. We'll do 6 on each side. We'll do 3 sets. Okay, so I got to get my wedges here. Now, when it comes to front loaded, you can either do a goblet style or create a shelf with your arms. whatever's comfortable for you. So I'll grab a 30-pound dumbbell. Like I said, you can either do this goblet style, or you can do it like this, all right? So let's get started here. 12 reps. Ready? Go. 1, 2, 3. Squeeze your butt, suck in your core. 4, 5. Flex those quads. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Okay. Now this next one, you can either do body weight, or you can do them all body weight, but or grab a pair of dumbbells or a single dumbbell. So when I do this, if I do a single dumbbell, I do it opposite of the leg I'm stepping up with, my hand out for my balance, okay? So, like I said, you can do these body weight, however you want, or you can do with 2 dumbbells, come up with 2. I'm gonna do 1, out to my side, and up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Switch legs. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay. Get to a point, ladies, and we'll be doing 12 on each leg at some point before this program's over. Go ahead and shake it out a little bit. Get a quick drink, whatever you need to do. I kind of like these sport drinks, these Powerade Zero. I got my water too, but I like to take a sip of that occasionally. Okay, back to the front loaded narrow squat. Now I did a shelf the last time, cradled it. Now I'm going to do it goblet style. Same thing, same effect. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, and 12. Okay. Step ups. I'm going to do this one body weight, just to show you body weight. Left leg first. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Other leg. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, I was going to show you a variant. If you've got like a step platform or anything, Okay, I can either go to the top step or I can go to the bottom step. This is fine too. You know, it's not quite as intense, but it still meets the intent, right? If you don't have anything to step on, then just do a static lunge. Get your foot back for stability and static lunge it. 6 on each side, okay? All right. Those are your other options if you don't have, you know, necessarily have the right equipment. All right, so final set. And this one, because it's Friday, and we're coming right back to legs again on Monday. And because I can. Still working out, it's still getting it in. Body weight, narrow squat. It's not front loaded, unless I guess it is if I put my hands up here, right? Anyway, front loaded narrow squat, no weight, just body weight only, because I don't think I can get that third set. I can, but I'm just gonna do it body weight, okay? Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Now, if you don't think you've put a little bit of volume into your legs thus far, you'd be fooling yourself. Okay, step ups. I'm going to do 2 dumbbells to demonstrate the other variant for these. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Switch legs. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Whew. All right. I think we're going to call that almost a day, not quite. Once you grab a power loop, bring that power loop around both your legs. This is my heavy. My black is extra heavy. I'm just going to stay with heavy, this one. And here we're going to do 10 regular squats, and then we're going to do some side-stepping squats, and then we're going to do some forward reverse stepping squats, and then we're going to do some knee ups, and then we're going to do abductors. Okay, this is going to be rapid succession. Okay, 10 regular squats. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Now for these side ones, once you get into a squat, you're going to step to the side, squat, full squat. Stay in the squat, back to the center, squat, out to the side, squat, back to the center, squat, okay? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, back to the center for 10, and we're done, okay? So here we go. Get in a squat, side, there's 1. Back to center, there's 2. There's 3. There's 4. 5. 6. Stay in a squat. 7. 8. 9. And 10. You feel that? Feel that? Okay. Now we're going to do the same thing up and back. Get in a squat, stay in a squat. Now, step forward, squat. Step back to the center, squat. Okay, that's 2. Back, there's 3. Now back, there's 4. Up front, 5. Back to the center, 6. Back to the back, 7. 8 in the center, 9, and 10. I don't know about you, I'm feeling it. Okay, so now we're almost done. So we're gonna do 15. I want you to keep your knee bent. Don't bring your, just tap your toe when you do this. We're gonna do 15 on each side. Okay, ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Switch sides. Same thing on this side. Ready? Begin. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. All right. A momentary pause. Now we're going to go into the final move, which is going to be 25 abductors. Pulsing abductors. 25. So let me demonstrate. So you'll be down in the squat. That's 1, okay? So you ready? Let's get in the squat. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25. And that, my friends, is it. No abdominals today. If you want to, do some prayer crunches, do some alternating heel drops or something like that. That's it for my program for today. Y'all have a great weekend. I'll see you on Monday.